Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here with Monica Bravo from
Hello.
California.
Hello.
We are thrilled to share this wonderful masterclass, Making a Positive Shift, because we feel that's very important. It's something that has come up for me a lot in recent conversations with my clients and students, and I'm sure with you as well.
Yeah, making a positive shift every day, every year, every
Right.
season.
Absolutely. So my name is Adri Kyser, and I'm a yoga teacher, wellness coach, and intuitive healer. And Monica?
Yoga teacher, life coach, and holistic health coach in California, and mama of 3.
Fantastic, yes. Okay, so let's get to it. This masterclass will be about 30 minutes or so make sure you grab a journal if you don't have one, or a piece of paper and a pen, because we're going to be asking you some questions, so you can make sure you take notes. So making a positive shift, some of these conversations I have with clients and students is that many of them are ready to grow, many of them are ready to make the next step, many of them want to have more in life, whether that is happiness, whether that's love, whether it's more money, whatever it is, right? But oftentimes they feel disconnected, they feel overwhelmed, they don't know how to start, they don't have time for self-care, or even make time to even try to make the change, which I can relate to that sometimes. We can all relate to that. So what do you do next? How do you move from a place of feeling disconnected and tired and stuck or stagnant? If you're joining, please say hello and comment below if this resonates with you. So how do you shift from feeling disconnected and stagnant, stuck, to moving to a place of where possibilities are endless, where you feel like you're moving, going with the flow, where you feel that things are happening and you're, instead of forcing and pushing and just moving in autopilot, you can feel things connecting and shifting. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I think just being in the moment and being with when you feel that transformation needing to be done is just to stay with it. And a lot of us, I know myself included, I would try to run away from it instead of just being with it. So just staying there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how does this show up in life sometimes? Hi, Greeley's. It shows up as staying in a dead-end job, that you don't feel valued, that you don't feel like you can move forward, or that you don't feel that you're using all your skills. It shows up as staying in a relationship just because it's comfortable, or because it's known, or because it's safe, right? It can show up as money blocks, as resistance, as doubts and fears that prevent you from holding you back, from embracing your fullest potentials and hold you back. It can show up from making all the excuses, right? That why you want to hire a coach, you want to start exercise and get a private or personal trainer or whatever it is, yet you make up all these excuses why you don't do it. That's when you know that you need to make a change or shift, because oftentimes nothing can happen in your life unless you make a decision. No one can come and make a difference. Nobody can fix that for you unless you decide, because living in this state of limbo, right, it's very easy when you're stuck to stay stuck. So once you make the decision, things will begin to happen. And waiting for the perfect time, meaning when I have money, I'm gonna go to this trip. When I have this, I'm gonna do that. Or when the perfect time is for this or that, that will never happen. The perfect time happens when you make the decision. That's the moment. And the shift happens right there. The decision is the first, it's the first step to making a positive shift.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that every time you repeat those same beliefs and those patterns and those habits, I tell my clients that is actually all those excuses. You're creating a habit in your body, like in your cells. You're creating this, like, all these layers of habits all on your body, and you have to take steps, just little steps, instead of just feeling stuck. But that would be like piles and piles of rocks on you.
Right.
Every time you repeat the same thing.
Absolutely. And that's
Yeah.
the part of when some people feel overwhelmed. They know they want to make a change, they want to shift, yet they don't even know how to start, if it's possible, because they have all these limiting beliefs and all these excuses and these feelings and the emotions that sometimes it becomes overwhelming. It's like saying, I'm going to run a marathon tomorrow, and I never even prepared for it, right? How am I going to run a 5K marathon or 10K marathon or triathlon if I never prepare for it? It will be overwhelming. So when you begin to recognize that change has to happen, if you don't take that inspired action, it will drain you physically, mentally, and emotionally speaking. It is something that just pulling that energy away, because you're not satisfied with your life. You're not happy. And when you start making the decisions that things are going to change, that's when the shift happens. That's when you create the perfect time, the perfect opportunity. It's just the biggest journey always starts with one single step. So I'm going to share with you an easy 3-step way that you can begin to notice what you can do when a challenge happens in your life. So first thing is becoming aware. We cannot change something if we don't know what that something is to change, right? If we are creatures of habits and we repeat the same things over and over, sometimes we don't even know we're doing it because it just is a habit. Let's say you're lactose intolerant, but yeah, you're still eating all the yogurt and all the pizzas and all the stuff, and you don't realize what it feels like because you're so used to not feeling good, right? So once you identify a specific challenge in your life, so let's say that you want to get more clients or you want to lose weight, right? So one of the first things is like, okay, I want to do this. Why is this not happening for me? So you begin to ask yourself why. Why am I not getting more clients? Well, because I don't know how to start. No, because I don't know if people will pay me what I'm worth. Or why am I not losing weight? Well, because I don't have time to make healthy meals. I don't have time to go and buy healthy foods at the grocery store. I don't have time for X, Y, and Z. And then you begin to make a list of all the reasons why you cannot achieve the perceived challenge that you have. And at the end, you will notice that the list that you're making, a whole bunch of limiting beliefs, the things that are running in the background and you're not even aware of that they're happening, but they're happening. And like Monica was saying, the more you repeat those actions and those things, the bigger this mantle feels like that you have to climb to make a change. So I want you to grab a piece of paper and your pen, and I want you to ask a couple of the things or make a list of something right now that you feel is your stagnant, stuck, or a challenge that you're having in your life, and ask yourself why. Why are you feeling this way? Or what are the reasons you are where you are? I'll give you a couple of minutes here to just write that down and just start making a list. And don't edit yourself, because nobody's gonna read your list. Nobody's gonna say, oh my gosh, she feels this way. And I wanna do some clearing work for you guys. So in order to do some of this clearing work, please comment below. Even if you're watching the replay, this is gonna be beneficial for you, because the clearing energy work that we're gonna do is gonna apply for all the people live right now, listening and watching, and all the people that are gonna be watching the replay later. And Monica is gonna be able to share this video. We cannot just share it live because we're in this Facebook group and it's not giving us the option. So just make a list. Just stay there for a couple of minutes. Take your time. Just listen to the answers. Just don't edit it. Just free flow of information.
And I think I was able to share too.
Oh, good.
I think
Perfect. Oh, yeah, it says share it. Perfect.
I have one that I used to have.
Well, just keep adding to it.
Okay.
Just keep adding to your list. Gonna give you a few more minutes here, so just continue. If you're stuck, it's like, I don't know what else, just keep asking why. And sometimes even the resistance of making your list shows up as well. And again, if this resonates with you, please comment below. whenever you're ready. So a couple of the things how these blockages or limiting beliefs or resistance may show up for anybody in their lives is going for what they have instead of what they want. Because it's very easy to be like, well, I can have this although I want this, because we're afraid of, or we think that what we want sometimes is too big and we won't be able to achieve it. The other thing is being afraid to stand out. Being afraid, we like to be in a comfort zone, we like to fit in. Hi Nerly, you're welcome. You like to fit in. So being afraid of standing out sometimes is a big block. I used to have it myself. I used to be afraid of stand out, speak up my truth, and especially doing some of this energy work, I used to keep it very quiet. Thinking that you have to be a multitasker in order to be able to achieve many things, and that's actually not true either, because sometimes when you have laser focus, you're able to achieve more of what you want. Stopping your growth. So oftentimes when we're doing this limiting belief clearing work, things are gonna come up, right? All our doubts, our fears, all our excuses come up. And it's very easy to be like, I don't want to deal with this, because our ego mind doesn't like change. So oftentimes we want to stop right away because it feels uncomfortable. Just like when you clean, imagine a house that has been closed for a long time. So there's a lot of dust and spider webs and all this stuff. So when you begin to clean the house, all the dust is going to come up to the surface and eventually dissipate, and then the house is clean. So same thing, when we're removing some of these limiting beliefs and stuff, all of the stuff comes up to the surface, and some people stop right there when you're about to let all that be gone and released, right? Sometimes people say, I don't have time, I'm overwhelmed, and all these different excuses. Well, then why don't you get a way to organize your calendar so you can get more done during the day? Sometimes it's all about saying no or saying yes when you're meaning to do the opposite. We're so used to, you know, how many times somebody approaches you with a piece of paper, you're like, no thank you, without even knowing what it is. We're so used to and pre-programmed to saying no all the time that we forget to say yes to life. The other thing is being afraid of tapping into our own gifts and talents, right? Everybody, I believe every single person in this world has something special to share with others. And sometimes that can be scary. Sometimes it's vulnerable to allow yourself to be seen and share this information. So these are different ways of how challenges show up for people. So I want you to close your eyes, keep your journal handy or your piece of paper ready, and I want you to close your eyes and get comfortable in any seated position. If you'd like to lay down, lay down. And I'm gonna walk you through the Heart of Creation meditation. So take a deep breath through the nose. Exhale, open your mouth. Do that one more time. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling, opening your mouth. One more time. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling, opening your mouth. Beautiful. Now bring your awareness to your heart center, your heart space. The center of your chest, right above the area where the ribs separate. And begin to breathe into your heart space. Bring or calling back anywhere your attention is up to any place or time. Calling back all pieces of yourself, washed clean in God's light, back into your heart space. As you continue to breathe into your heart space, I want you to sense, imagine, or feel particles of light or sparks of light all around you. This is pure divine energy. Imagine these sparks of light, this divine energy merging with your body, with every cell, every tissue, every molecule. As you continue to breathe, connect into your heart space, I want you to feel these particles of light merging with your heart. And from this golden light in your heart, imagine there's a cord, a golden cord. And begin to pull this golden cord all the way down, straight down, through all the different layers of the earth, until you find the heart center of Mother Earth. you may notice, sense, or feel this unconditional love and support. Connect your golden cord into the heart center of Mother Earth, the heart chakra of Mother Earth. And begin to draw this unconditional love and support up the cord, through your body, to the center of your heart. Now begin to pull this cord all the way up through the crown of the head, up, to the center of your higher self. And continue to pull this cord up the sky, past the universe, until you find this sparkly bright white light. This is the center or the heart of creation. Connect your golden cord into the center or the heart of creation. And take this moment here to bathe into the essence of all that is. You're now connected from your heart to the heart of Mother Earth, and from your heart to the heart of to the heart of your higher self, and to the heart of creation. Take a few more breaths in here into your heart, bathing into this divine light, this sense of unconditional love. And continue to keep your eyes closed. Turn your palms up so you begin to receive this energy. And I'm going to do some clearing of these limiting beliefs. Just mentally or later on, type in the comment box, yes, I accept, or yes, thank you, to make sure you embody and this clearing takes hold. Creator, it is commanded to clear all these limiting beliefs from anyone listening right now live and from anyone listening later on to the recording. Clear all these limiting beliefs of unworthiness, any blockages, any resistance, any feelings of no being value from any time that ever they felt this way. Remove it from their DNAs, their cells, their chakras, their nervous system. Creator, remove all the limiting beliefs and energy blocks towards abundance, towards being seen, towards being heard. Mark all lessons completed and downloaded. Creator, change it now. Thank you. As you continue to breathe into your heart space, I'm going to download some positive feelings or intentions. Creator, teach everyone listening right now, live, and later on the recording, what joy feels like. Teach them how feeling so successful feels like in every cell of their being, of every cell of their body. Teach them the feelings of ease and peace. Creator, please teach them the feelings of being abundant, of taking inspired action, believing in their skill sets, values, and worth. Creator, download your definitions of abundance, success, creativity, potentiality, and all of these positive feelings using all of these words. Thank you, Creator. And so it is. Stay here for a couple of more breaths, taking time for this to integrate in every part of your being, at the physical, mental, and emotional level, in your nervous system, in your DNA, in your chakras. And whenever you're ready, I want you to imagine this beautiful cascade of light, whether it's white or golden. It's like a waterfall of blessings beginning to pour down from the crown of the head, bathing every part of your being. And whenever you're ready, slowly open your eyes. How do you feel?
Very good. very
Fantastic.
light.
Yes. So now you are connected to the heart of Mother Earth. You're connected with the heart of your higher self and the heart of creation. Keep this connection with you. And allow this process, this energy that we're moving right now is very strong. It's going to stay with you for the next 24 hours to 48 hours. So make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure to pay attention to the thoughts, emotions, and feelings that comes up for you, because this is part of the transformational process. This is what I like to call enlightened alchemy. The enlightened alchemy is something that was born from my 14 years of experience with different holistic techniques, but also from my journey of dealing in trying to heal myself from chronic back pain. So enlightened alchemy is a process of transformation of the self. It's the process of making and choosing and allowing changes at the physical, mental, and emotional levels so we can receive positive transformations and live a healthier life. We are able to feel more balanced and connected, have a spiritual connection. We're able to live a life that is full of meaning and purpose. This program is about 8 weeks long and is designed to build one module upon the next, so you're able to find physical, mental, and emotional transformation. Enlightened alchemy is all about helping you remove limiting beliefs, clear energy blocks. It's helping you tap into your intuition like never before. It's helping you connect with your heart space so you're able to attract meaningful relationships, so you're able to cultivate a balanced connection between your mind and your heart, so you're able to invite forgiveness and gratitude, which are so transformational in our yoga practice. I also want to have Monica share with you as well some of the tools that she uses to bring positive transformations, to make positive shifts in our lives. So simple tools as meditation, yoga, breathing, essential oils. What are some of the things that you use a lot in your life?
Breathing is wonderful. I think that's one thing, is that 5 deep breaths. Very simple. Like you're saying, don't run away, but be with things in the moment. And then for me, one thing I use is essential oils, because they are going into the blood-brain barrier. They're really helping clear out blocks in the brain. So a lot of us have receptors, and I like the analogy you have of the dirty house, right? Full of cobwebs. Well, you know those people that you look at and talk to, and they're not all the way clear, right? They're not very focused. So I like to use things like bergamot, frankincense, ginger.
Why those oils?
So those oils go straight, if you put them on the skin, they actually go into the blood-brain barrier. There's really nothing else that will do it in the world. So we want to make sure we're doing that. We're putting oils like on the back of the neck, the third eye, even the crown of the head. I like to massage through my ears too, just so that you start to work into that. So those are the sesquiterpenes. And then we have oils that will lift you up. So if you're feeling, you know, those beliefs are really getting to you and they're making you feel sad, you're going to have something that lifts you up. So you can just pick up an oil bottle and smell it. Something like cheer, where me and Adri were playing with oils earlier, rose, jasmine, you know, inspirational oils like elevation, things that are just going to help open your eyes. And you can see when somebody smells an oil like wild orange, the oil of abundance, they are just like, oh, it smells so wonderful.
Yeah, and I believe too that when you're making a shift or a change in your life, the more senses you involve, the more these changes begin to take hold, right? Because if you're doing an affirmation and you have an oil with that, let's say bergamot, which is the oil of self-confidence. So if you're feeling low in confidence and you begin to have an affirmation and then put the bergamot and put it in your hands and smell and begin to say your affirmations, you're doing your sense of smell, you're also talking out loud, you're having the feeling, the sensation. Like she mentions, the oils goes into the brain blood barrier, so it gets into your system within 30 seconds. So you are creating long-lasting changes, even one step at a time. So Rome wasn't built in one day, right? So changes can occur quickly if you make the decisions, and the changes that take a longer time is because those limiting beliefs and those patterns and behaviors have been with you for a long time. So, and everybody's gonna make the shift and the progress and the changes at their own speed whenever they're ready to do more. So somebody's are ready to shift something immediately, even if they've been carrying this limiting belief for 20 years, but because they were ready in all levels of their being to make the shift right away. It didn't take long, just seconds. While other people can only handle so much. So using oils, meditations, using your mala beads, using affirmations, energy work, Reiki, massages, do stuff that will help you cultivate and support you during these times of change that you're going through. Having a friend, support is so important, because if, let's say, if you're trying to eat healthy and she's having burgers while I'm trying to eat my salad, how long is that gonna help, right? Mm-hmm. So having a support system is very important. Is there anything you want to share?
One last thing is try to change your system, like even grabbing an oil or grabbing your mala when you start to have those thoughts, just grabbing it and holding it, or grabbing the oil and having a little moment of time, that'll shift the brain chemistry. Yeah. So just taking that so that your mind's not always thinking, oh, I suck, or nobody loves me, or I won't find someone, whatever it is, if you grab an oil or your mala or call a friend, that's you're changing the habit. So try to do little things that change.
Yes, and once you make the change, so like we did, you wrote down the list, right? So stop the conversation, like be done with the list. Don't go back and revisit, because then you created the shift. But then if you go back to the old pattern, you're repeating the same stuff, right? So once you're done with something, be done with it. Don't go back to it. So it's very easy, because we're creatures of habits, to get stuck once again. Like, oh, we're making the shift, and then you start to make the difference, but then you go back to the old pattern. So you come back to whatever, just, you undo all the work you've been doing. So I want to leave you with a thought. Make sure you either burn this list or be done with it. Just tear it apart, throw it away, delete it, because it's done, it is clear. Drink plenty of water. Epsom salt bath will be amazing to help you cleanse and detoxify all the stuff that may come up for you, and be compassionate to yourself. So be patient, notice the stuff that begins to happen, and remember, it takes one little step at a time. So thank you guys for watching. It was our honor to be here today. Yes. Thanks for being here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be teaching at a conference. So maybe there's going to be a moment where Monica may use my phone to be live for a few minutes while I'm speaking at the conference. Yep. Who knows? So thank you guys. And I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Saturday. Love you. Bye. Bye.